Hello everyone, it's NETFQ here again. Today what I'm doing is I'm doing some Forsaken Hubs. So just thought that I'd do this just to show you guys how I make some money. I found that this is the most passive way you can actually make money that I've found ratting. How I do it is it's just very easy to do. You can sit back and you can relax and you can make money at the same time. So I think this site is just about complete, and I'll show you how I finish up. I do this strategy. I do this strategy with two alts. The main one, who's flying a Vexor Navy Issue, and the other one flying a cargo ship that has some salvage drones. And I'll show you the reason why once I finish this. Now I better concentrate. So the only thing I found with this fit, the only thing you have to do is if there are any small ships that pop up like these two here, it's best to kill them first. So that's the only time that you'll target something to kill. Just that if you don't, they tend to web you and scram you. Scram you is quite bad because it slows you down and you get hit more. If they web you, not so bad. But, what am I saying? If they web you, it's bad because it slows you down and you tend to get hit more. If they scram you, it's not so bad, but it means that you won't be able to warp off in a hurry if hostiles come into the system. So it's always best to get down the small guys first. So that's the only time that I would select them and hit the F key to tell my drones to target them directly. So that's currently what I'm doing, and I think this is the last wave for this site. So we'll just wait for this to go down, and then I'll warp to the next site, and I will start it off, and then I will show you the fitting that I'm using for both ships really. For this VNI and the other cargo ship. So just 3 more to go, and hopefully this will be it. So yeah, ratting in a carrier like the Nidhogger, again it's a very active type of ratting. Sure, you get about 30-40 million per tick, but it's very involved. You've got to watch the damage done to your drones. You've got to make sure that you're lined out all the time. It's not a AFK ratting fit when you're ratting in a carrier like a Nidhogger. However, with the VNI, the Vexor Navy Issue, you can rat AFK if you want. It's only, I think, around 100 million ISK fit, so it's not that expensive. To get that much money back, you'll just need to run about 5 sites. 5 sites and you've got 100 million. Currently getting about, probably 18-19 million per tick. Can go slightly higher, 20-21 million, just depending on the type of rats that spawn. Not only that, but as you can see, I have got an MTU down, a mobile tractor unit, just to salvage the wrecks and make them in a nice big bundle, and I'll show you why in a bit, for my cargo ship to come and scoop up. So I think there's one more to go, one more rat to go, so we'll just kill this guy. Let's view him. Let's look at. So yeah, I'm in nullsec and Mars base. So this is a Centis Tyrant battleship or battle cruiser, one of the two, and it is about to go kabam. very soon. My Freighter 2, Tech 2 heavy drones are doing their damage, which is fantastic. It makes short work of these guys. And there he goes. That's it. Oh, what a pity. Didn't get to see him explode. Oh, there he goes. There we go. He's exploded. Okay, so this site is done. So what I normally do is I turn afterburner on. I align to the mobile tractor unit. And wait until I've aligned, which I have now. Turn on my afterburner. As I've said in previous videos, with the Vexor Navy Issue, with the afterburner on, it is very slow at turning. So if you want to turn quickly, always best to turn your afterburner on. Make your turn. Once you're aligned, then you can turn your afterburner back on. Just speeds up the whole process. So what I do is I normally get close to my mobile tractor unit. I stop my ship. Yep, you can stop now. There we go. Alright, let's have a look to see what we've got on here. Oh, okay, so that's not very good, is it? That's only 4 million worth of loot. So that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll just right click on my mobile tractor unit and I scoop to cargo hold. So that's now scooped to cargo hold. And I come over here to my alt and I'll just warp to myself.
Warp drive active.
So this ship is a Nereus. It's a very good ship. It's the only cargo ship that you can have drones in, which is fantastic for my purposes. And another good thing about it is these are really tanky. These are hull tanked cargo ships, and what you'll probably find is that a lot of people don't like attacking them because they are used quite a lot as bait ships for gankers. So when they see that on D-scan, they tend to leave them alone, which is great for me because I normally leave these guys AFK, just salvaging away. So yeah, just the cargo container which was dropped when I scooped up my mobile tractor unit, left all the loot in space, so I normally just loot all, put them in my cargo hold, and as you can see for this Nereus, the cargo capacity is 4,300 M3, which is plenty for salvaging loot. And then what I do is I just release my salvage drones and I press the F key, just the F key, and away they'll go, and they will then salvage any wrecks that are in close proximity. And due to the effectiveness of the mobile tractor unit, all the wrecks are in a nice clump there, so it makes easy work for the drones to salvage that. So now with this alt just sitting here salvaging away, he's already got the loot from all the wrecks in his cargo hold, so he's just going to sit there. And then what I can do is with my other alt here, my main alt in the VNI, I will then just go to another Forsaken Hub. So here's one, it's 5.24 AU away. So what I normally do is I warp in at 0. And I'll just open up my cargo hold. So I've got my mobile tractor unit there. I'll just go to my places, delete the bookmark there. Right, so now that I've landed, all I do is I launch a mobile tractor unit for myself. I right click, orbit 30 kilometers, left click plus add bookmark, mobile tractor unit. turn on my afterburner, and that's it. So now I am all set to go. What I like to do is just target the first couple and then launch my heavy drones out and press the F key, and that's it. So they will now go away and they'll start killing the rats. So for this Vexor Navy issue, or not Vexor Navy issue, we go to the fittings of it. It's quite a basic fit. In the rigs, I've got the Defense Field Extender Tech 1, Defense Field Extender Tech 1, and then I have an anti-EM screen reinforcer Tech 1. The reason why I have EM is that I am in a Mars space, and these Sansha drones, or I should say Sansha rats, they like doing EM and thermal damage. So for the rigs, I'm just got that EM reinforcer there, just to protect myself from the EM damage that these rats do. For the mid slots, I've got the drone navigation computer Tech 2. I have 100 MN micropropellant enduring afterburner. That basically, as you can see there, lets you go over 1,000 meters a second. I normally find that I just go about 1100, which is fine. It takes me a while to speed up to that speed, but once I'm there and I orbit at 30k, you'll find that it's quite consistent, and it minimizes the damage quite nicely. And then I have 2 large shield extender Tech 2s. For the low slots, I have 4 drone damage amplifier Tech 2s, just to maximize the damage for the drones, and then I have 2 power diagnostic system Tech 2s as well. As you can see, for the CPU, I'm using 95.96%, so just at the limit there. And for the power, 78.94%. So this is cap stable, which is fantastic. So I can sit here with the afterburner on all day, and I'll be completely fine. Offensive with these drones, it's currently outputting 684.9 DPS, which is pretty good, not bad at all. Defenses is 30,000 effective hit points, which is not bad either. As you can see, these drones, these rats aren't really getting me at all. Currently 65% shields. That will go down. The reason why you initially get the burst of damage is you're not going at speed. When you first warp in, you've got to set your orbit distance, and then it takes a while for your ship to speed up and to get it into that orbit distance and start orbiting. So that's where you get the initial hit of damage. But as you can see, my shield repairing is going on, so that's fine. That's not going to go any more than that. Normally it's about, 95% shields that you have. You always have a little bit of damage, but not much at all. So this is a really good fit for a VNI. So that's about it. I am using the Prato 2 drones. These are the Tech 2s. They are the heavy attack drones, and the reason why I'm using these is they are doing the EM damage, because as I said, these rats are Sansha rats, and they're susceptible to the EM damage. It was the type used to get them down quick, so that's what I'm using these drones for. Current skills, I've got a 8.56 damage modifier on it, so these do pump out quite a bit of damage, which is fantastic. It does get the drones down pretty quickly. Skill requirements for these is the heavy drone operation, level 5, drones level 5 of course, and the Amar drone specialization, level 1. I've currently got this, as you can see over there, at level 4. I don't have it at level 5 because I think that's another 30 days or something like that. I can't be bothered because, as you can see there, it only gives you an extra 2% bonus per skill level, and wasting 30 days of training for just 2% is not worth it. So I'm happy with level 4. That's fine. I mean, that does the damage that I needed them to do. Yeah, so that's it for this guy. Now hold on, I'll just highlight these. I don't need to highlight them, but I'll highlight them just to see, what my drones are doing. They've split themselves again, so I just need to clear that up, just get them going on to one target. It's funny how they do that, because they are set to use focus fire. I'm not sure why they still split like that. It's not sure if anyone knows why with focus fire 1 they still split like that. It would be really interesting to know why that is. But yeah, so over here to my my looter, if you like, my salvager. He's still sitting here. Drones are still doing their thing. For the fit for the Neos, it's nothing. I don't have anything on it. It's not defensive fit at all. It's not offensive fit at all. All I've done is put a couple of vulnerability fields in there. I've put in a 5nm microwave drive that really doesn't do anything. A couple of initial stabilizers to make it align and warp quicker, and a couple of warp core stabilizers, and a cargo expander Tech 2 as well. Is not really, I mean, this is all these modules were just thrown in there without any thought. It's the only reason why these the initial stabilizers are in there and the micro warp stabilizers, the warp core stabilizers are in there, is just in case someone did try it on with this guy. Hopefully there's a chance that I'll be able to get away, but if not, I mean, it's a cheap ship anyway. But what I'm counting on is just the name of the ship. Just if they do descan it down, or just combat probe scan it down, and they see that it's a Neos, they're probably going to say, "Oh, it's a Neos in space. Oh, it's probably bait. I'm not going to go anywhere near that." So that's what I'm banking on. And so far it's worked. I mean, hostiles have come into system, and this guy's been out here just salvaging away, and no one's touched him, no one at all. So it's worked so far. And again, even if he does get tackled, hopefully those warp core stabilizers will allow him to escape. If I've only got 1 or 2 points on me, hopefully that'll be a fine, and I'll be able to escape. If not, so be it. It's a cheap ship anyway. Anyway, so yeah, what I'll do is I'll just let this go. I'll speed up time, and yeah, it doesn't really take long. I think it takes about 20 minutes or something just to do a site. So they are pretty quick to get done. And this is really AFK. I mean, I've been talking, I really haven't been doing anything. The drones are doing their thing. The drones aren't getting any damage done to them. And the rats are going down. I'll just show you the wallet of this guy. I have been doing this for a while, off and on, since, I don't know, what's this? Well, okay, say 10:25. And then I stopped a bit, so I started off at 4. So yeah, say 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, say that. So since 4 o'clock, 4, 5, 6 hours, yeah, 2 hours. 19, 8, 19, 14, 15, 5, 25, 1. Sorry, 21, 1. But again, there have been gaps in there when newts have come into system, and I've just had to park up a bit before resuming. But yeah, so far, you can make quite a bit of money. It's not a lot, but hey, it's passive income. But you've got to take into account the fact that you've got this bounty payments coming in. But you also, if I just flip over to the salvager here, you've got all the loot from them. Normally the loot itself is about 8 million. Around 8 million is the norm. I don't know why before it said 4 million. That's obviously quite a bad run, but normally it's around 7-8 million. And then plus you've got all the salvage as well. So if we have a look at how much salvage we've got so far, if we just highlight this stuff, what does it say it's worth? 3 million. And yeah, it hasn't even done half the rats yet. There's still a whole bunch here to be salvaged. Anyway, so yeah, sit back and I'll finish this site and then I'll come back to you at the end. So yeah, hang tight.
Other day. Other day.
that's it. That was the last rat. So I did 2 sites, and not sure as you saw, but yeah, we're getting 80 million per tick. It's nearly 90 million. That's just over 20 million per tick. So not bad, not bad. So yeah, you're looking at around 20 million per tick. So it's 20 million every 20 minutes. So 10 million every 10 minutes works out to about 1 million a minute, doesn't it? Hey, if you work it out like that. So what I'll do is I'll just afterburn my way down to the mobile tractor unit, and we'll see how much loot we've got. Stop. Okay, good. Alright, what have we got? Oh, okay, a little bit bigger. Sorry, a little bit better. 6.3 million worth. So that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to scoop the mobile tractor unit up to the cargo hold. And that's now in my cargo hold. So my salvager is now finished with this site over here. So I'll warp him now to
Warp drive.
Arnon and the VNI, and we'll start salvaging that lot. So yeah, as you can see, I mean it's quite profitable. What, a million ISK a minute if you work it out like that. You know, sometimes it works out to more. So a million ISK plus all the loot from the all the drops, and then all the salvage as well. So that's what, 6.3 million. So add that to the cargo hold. I'll release my drones and get them going. Just like to approach the wreck cluster, just so the drones don't have that that much distance to go, just to drop off their salvage. Alright, stop there. Yeah, so from the I guess 2 sites that we've done. Oh, okay, there's 15 minutes to go before the server shutdown. So yeah, so we've got 25 million worth of ISK. That's just in the loot that dropped from the drones and the salvage as well. Not that much salvage. Yeah, so that's 10 million from salvage. So I would be expecting at least 5 million from salvage from this lot here. So yeah, that's what's that? That'll be say 6 million plus 5 million for the salvage. You're looking at 10 million in loot and salvage for the wrecks. Plus each site, what, takes about 20 minutes, just shy of 20 minutes, something like that. And each site you're looking at about 20 million in loot. So it's around 35 million, I would say, all up, which isn't bad really. It's not as good as a carrier when you're ratting, but then again, the VNI it's a lot passive. It's a lot more passive than a carrier. Don't know if you saw, but most of the time I was just leaving the drones pick their own targets and just taking them down. The only involvement I was just to get rid of some of the small stuff, just to reduce the damage. But as you saw, the damage wasn't there. There's no, my shields never got below 3/4 at any time. So yeah, so it's just a great fit. Vexor Navy Issue. Yep, great little ratting ships. I don't have it insured. There's no need. It's only 10 million. Yeah, who cares if we lose it? As I said, you do 5 sites or even less if you're doing the loot as well. Then you're going to more than make up the any loss from newts or hostiles that come into the system if your VNI gets caught. Yeah, so as you can see, the Gallente cruiser, it needs level 2. I've got that at level 5. Destroyer, yeah, well, you don't really care about the destroyer. It's Gallente cruiser bonus per skill level. So as you saw from the requirements, the Gallente cruiser, I've got that at to level 5. So 5% bonus per skill level, so 5 times 5, 25, so it's 25% bonus for max velocity and tracking speed of the drones, and 10% bonus to the drone hit points, damage and mining yield. So that's 10 times 5, so that's 50% damage and hit points. So makes the heavy attack drones very, very powerful. They pack a punch. So there we go. Great little ship. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Well, probably will be short once I speed it up, because you don't want to sit through 40 minutes of doing 2 ratting sites, do you? So I would have sped it up. So hopefully it'll be around 20 minutes all up, the whole video. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, fly safe. Bye for now.